Welcome to CapCut Crash Course. The CapCut is one of the most popular and easy to use video editing tools, perfect for beginners and for projects that don't need complex edits like AI cartoons. If you are new to a PC version, this quick lesson will teach you all the functions you need to assemble your separate 5-second AI clips into one video. Even if you are already familiar with CapCut or video editing in general, I still recommend watching to see how I put all the pieces together into one cartoon in the fastest way possible. Let's open it and press Create a Project button. Here's the CapCut's interface. It's made up of 4 main panels. On the left is the Media panel, your asset library where you import and organize video clips, images, audio, and other elements. At the bottom is the Timeline panel, where you arrange your video, audio, text, and effects in layers. The thin line above the timeline is the toolbar, with tools for cutting, moving, and zooming. The one in the center is the Preview panel, your video player where you can watch your video as you edit it. The last one on the right is the Clip Editing panel, with tools for changing how the selected clip looks, moves, and plays. Great, now press the Import button in the Media panel and upload all the Hopeless Steve clips you created in WaveSpeed. Now just take any video and drag it to Timeline. This bar here is your video. It's called a video layer. Take this white line, called the playhead, and move it to the start of the layer. Press the spacebar on your keyboard to play your video. Great. Now let's learn some editing. Even though CapCut has many tools to reach our goal, putting all the separate clips together into one engaging cartoon with good pacing, you only need 2 features: cutting the video and speeding it up. Let's start with cutting. Move your cursor to the end of the clip, click and drag it left to trim off the end. Or you can move your cursor to the start of the clip and drag it right to trim off the beginning. This way, you can quickly remove unwanted parts from either end of the clip. If you want to reverse your last action and go back 1, 2, 3 or more steps, press Command plus Z on Mac or Control plus Z on Windows. Now undo your changes so the video is back to full length. Place the playhead in the center of the video and click the Delete Right icon. This removes everything to the right of the playhead. Press Command or Ctrl plus Z to undo, then try the Delete Left icon to remove everything before the playhead. Great. Press Command or Ctrl plus Z to restore the full 5-second video. Then, in the Clip Editing panel on the right, click the Speed button. Increase the speed to 2x. Your video layer will shrink. Move the playhead to the start and press the spacebar to play. Now everything in the video happens twice as fast. Now delete the video layer from the timeline and place all the videos from the Media panel into the timeline one by one in the order you want them to appear. A logical way to start is with the Hopeless Steve cover shot, where he is standing by the house and waving. After that, I suggest adding the clips where he jumps out of bed and drives the pizza car, since that matches the lyrics of the cartoon's soundtrack we'll be using. Also, by holding Option on Mac or Alt on Windows and scrolling mouse wheel or using a touchpad, you can zoom in or zoom out the timeline. You can also use the zoom slider right here. Now, drag the rest of the videos to timeline and arrange them in any order you like. Great, now you have all your clips in place except for the last one, where he dances near his pizza delivery car. Here's what you need to do to create that shot. Go to Morphic and find the pizza delivery car image you generated. Click on it and prompt. Remove the driver from the car. Download this image and import it into CapCut. Once it's there, put the image to timeline after all the clips. Next, open the Course Materials folder, go to Source Images and find a Hopeless Steve folder. You'll see a file named Steve No Background, an image of Steve standing without background. Import or drag and drop this file into CapCut. Place Steve's image above the pizza car layer, not below or directly on top of it. Make sure both layers are same length. Now you've combined them so Steve is standing next to the pizza car. With the playhead over these two frames, go to top right of the preview panel and click free horizontal lines icon. Choose Export Still Frame. Pick a destination folder and press Export. This saves that exact frame as an image. Open WaveSpeed, upload the still frame you exported, and prompt: "A man is dancing in a silly way." Download the resulting video and import it back into CapCut. Finally, delete the two image layers you used earlier and replace them with Dancing Steve video. Now go to the course materials folder again, open the sounds folder, then Hopeless Steve, and find tracks called Theme Song 1 or Theme Song 2. Import the song into CapCut and place it in the timeline, right below all your video layers. Great, now you have all the videos and the soundtrack in your timeline, but you can't export yet because right now each clip is still 5 seconds long. If you leave it like this, no one will watch the whole thing. The scenes are simply too long. If you leave it like this, you'll make one of the biggest mistakes of content creators, which is not realizing we live in a time of information overload, where attention spans are extremely short. If your viewer loses interest and gets bored, you're done. I see this a lot with AI creators on X. They might make something visually impressive, but it's almost unwatchable because the scenes are simply way too long. One of the main reasons so many of my videos go viral is that they are extremely easy to watch. Scenes are short and things change fast. So the sweet spot for the scene length is 2 to 3 seconds. Less than 2 seconds can feel too quick for the viewer to register what's happening, and over 3 seconds risks boring them once they're already understood the scene and are ready for the next shot. 2 to 3 seconds is usually enough time for viewers' brain to fully understand what's happening. For example, that a person is driving a car, feeding pigeons, or drinking beer. The only exceptions are dialogue scenes and scenes with multiple actions happening at once. In those scenes, longer shots can work without losing attention. In the following modules, where we will create multi-shot videos, scenes automatically will be no longer than 3 seconds, but for this specific cartoon, we use single-shot scenes that are 5 seconds long, so we can't leave it as it is. You need to use your scene trimming and scene speeding skills to make all the videos in CapCut shorter. Just cut from the end or the beginning of each clip and speed them up. Do this for all videos you'll use. And remember, you're still learning, so it doesn't have to be perfect. The 2 to 3 second scene rule applies mainly when posting on social media to get maximum reach. If you just want to understand the process, to practice, don't stress about making every scene exactly that length. Great, now you have all the Steve clips edited, arranged in the CapCut timeline, and synced with music. You're ready to export. Go to the top right and click Export button. Leave all the settings as they are, but change the format from MOV to MP4, since MOV doesn't work on some platforms like X. Once you click Export and the video finishes rendering, press the Open Folder button to find your file. If you want me to watch your video, just post it on X, tag me, and add a hashtag Hopeless Steve, or upload it to Cartoon Hero Discord server. Congratulations on finishing the Hopeless Steve video. You've done a great job and learned the basics of Morphic, WaveSpeed, and CapCut along the way. You're already half a cartoon superhero, but the fun is just starting. Next, you will have a quick final lesson of creating your own AI songs for your cartoons. Then we move on to module 3, where you will finally learn how to make amazing multi-shot videos and create your second cartoon in this course, Isle of Secrets.